Hey DOT community, this is another episode of the DOT Aftershow with Zalon and Bo. How we doing today, Bo?
Doing good, Zalon. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. So today we have a video, not a live stream, because there is no event starting today. Instead, we have the Spoils of War, where we collect 3 rewards for every battle you win, guaranteed. So make sure you do
Yay!
your monuments and your arenas today. Make sure you scoop up all those good rewards as much as you can. So,
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be collecting tonight. I actually used up all my relic food yesterday, so this comes at a great time. I can fill back up and try again because I got the 5-star Ranger legendary relic. It's still stuck at level 2. It will not move. So
still stuck, huh? Still stuck. All right. Well, so on this week's live stream, we had the Haig and Dom were back, which was pretty awesome. So the regular team was there. We had about little over 650 people watching today on the YouTube side of it, which was pretty good size audience. Now, of course, this week's Titan Spotlight was all on Basathi and Akosi because this weekend's event is going to be called Poison Ivy, which is going to highlight both of those Titans. So, pretty exciting. What do we think? What do you think about that, Bo?
I'm a little surprised that we got Basathi again this early in the cycle. Um, because she was just a couple weeks ago, right?
Right. Exactly.
And then, so, like I said, I'm a little surprised that we saw Basathi again. And I understand that Akosi has a Panther X skill for the first skill on Akosi. So it's a little bit different Akosi than the one like you and I have, which is just a regular Paladin skill.
Correct. Oop. Dark magic.
Oh no, dark magic.
Yeah, dark magic. I was trying to go in to do my arena. But anyway, so this new Poison Ivy event, which highlights Bathasi and Akosi, they're going to have the tip. I don't want to say typical poison relics, but having the poison relics of like Tainted Bow and I don't know if they had Bitter Dirks in there, but most of the poison relics that we typically see on the regular basis.
Yeah, I still don't have a 4-star mount armor, so if that's in there, I
No,
could
I'd be
definitely
pretty
use
happy
it.
with a 4-star mount armor too as well, because I don't think I have one either at this point.
Yeah, I did get the Bitter Dirks from the last event, but still don't have that mount armor. So
Yeah, we have enough 4-star morbid cloaks though. But yes, the attacking Panther 4-star relics, especially all the tainted stuff, the tainted blades, the tainted bows, stuff like that. Also, with this event, we're going to be seeing it's going to be starting tomorrow, roughly around I think about the 11 a.m. time period is typically when they typically start. But there could be a variant time. It could be a little earlier, could be a little later. But the Titan boost for this event is going to be 1.1 for 4-star Mossmane Titans. So, what do you think about that, Bo?
well, okay, so it's any 4-star Mossmane, which is great, and it's 1.1x boost, which is less than great.
Yes, exactly. It's probably one of the lowest boosts we've ever
Yeah,
seen. Although the thing is,
yeah,
though,
but
this is where it
oh
comes
yeah,
in.
that
Let me put down this though, because I did get some numbers from Jason Jerome as well already. The,
oh yeah, our resident statistician
yes,
Jason Jerome.
with Basathi at 10k souls, it's just over 900 battles at the 1.1 for you to obtain a 4-star Poison Ranger. Which, of course, the last time
That's
Basathi was available was over 1,300 battles that you had
yeah,
to grind.
exactly.
So just over 900 is quite a steal, actually. Now if
Yeah,
you
that's actually really good.
Now that is not using any relics. That's using just straight 11 souls per battle.
Right.
So pretty crazy. And then of
Yeah,
course,
so when it's
Akosi
just
is at
straight
six.
up like that, it just reduces it by, reduces the number of battles you have to do by like 10%. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, very, that's actually really good. I mean, if it's a 1 day shorter event than, what we normally get, so the event ends Monday, um, yeah, 300 some odd battles a day
Mm-hmm.
is a little, but it's doable. Event rolls to Tuesday or into Monday of next week and ends on Tuesday morning early, then that's very doable.
Yes, we don't have an exact time frame yet currently for exactly how long the event will be. So,
Right, right. Yeah. We got basically no information about this event because, well, for a couple of things, there typically aren't any there aren't any new titans in this really. I mean, there's a new version of Okasi, but um, and then also some of the NM guys have been on vacation. The guys that we interact with, um, he's been out of the office a little bit, so we're gonna be just as surprised as you guys are.
yes, most definitely. Um, and also too, we did see some drawn of Titans as well. It's been a while since we saw any actually. Dom drew a Vixia, and another gentleman, George, he drew a. What was the second one? I actually didn't write that
Oh,
one. Didn't
the
write that one down
second one
actually.
was Loki.
Was Loki? That's right. That's right. So that was pretty
Yeah, it was
awesome.
pretty obvious it was Loki when he drew the smile.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I was gonna say. So then we got into a bunch of during the rest of the time, pretty much after talking about the event, and talking about how things were gonna roll. They got into a lot of questions back and forth with the community, and this is pretty much what we have a good chunks of different information that they said along the way, and some of it was hard to catch too. So a lot of this is compiled. So I hope everyone enjoys. But here we have lightning troops was brought up, and of course Matt said it's part of the matrix of titans and troops. In my words, it basically says that lightning troops would be coming with Valkyrie or Odin. But again, this is not confirmed. But when
Right.
that's how Matt was able to strategically get around the question without saying yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then the question was brought up about lightning event next week. Loki and Thor potentially showing back up. So, in my theory on this whole idea is it's going to be an individual event, whether both Titans are available in the event next week or only one is available in the event next week. What'll happen is they said that it's going to be directly affecting upcoming Norse god events, which would be Valkyrie and Odin. I think that Thor and Loki will be giving the highest Titan boost for these upcoming events for those two.
You think so?
I
You
think
think we'll be back to the 1.4?
it might be 1.4, yeah, but also that might only be for Thor and Loki. So if that's the case, then you do want to make sure that you have either a Thor or Loki to run those events. So
Yeah.
I think that's what the case is going to be. But if they're going to be individual events, if you already have a Thor or a Loki or both, you may not be as interested in the event, but still the opportunity to get some decent rewards besides a Titan is always available. Now they also talked about the resist against charge capped at 90. Now Matt said that was just like armor and armor piercing. What do you think about that, Bo?
Well, I think armor caps at 70, so it's not just like armor piercing. But if it caps at 90 and charge is over 90, then any charge over 90, yeah, I don't know.
They said it would be
I
a
don't know.
canceling out factor
I was always
pending
under
on.
the impression that resist charge and resist flanking were special resists that didn't cap.
Yeah.
But if they're saying that it does cap at 90 now, just like a elemental resist,
Mm-hmm.
I have to think about that. I don't have a lot of resist charge, resist flanking type of skills on any of my guys. So it's not been something that I've really given much thought to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that puts resist range and resist melee in that same category, though. I wonder if they cap.
Yeah. Um. It could be. It could be.
Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense though, because if resist range capped at 90, why would they give the Berserker relic 95% resist ranged?
Well, then, yeah. There may be, again, there's different formulas for different ones. I have, when it comes down to knowing all the specifics on which ones are exactly identical to the others, I don't exactly have any founded proof of any of that, unfortunately. So I wouldn't want to say one or the other, because then people will say, well, Zalon said, and I don't want to be that guy, so.
Hashtag blame Zalon.
Yeah, no hashtag blame Zalon. Hashtag blame Godan. All right, so let's see. We also had somebody mentioned about the 1.1 soul boost. Now the rewards are at a lower, little bit of a lower tier than what we've seen in the past. Being at 10k and 16k souls for 2 4-star Titans. Plus, they promised good rewards too as well for the sorry for the relics as well. So
for the milestones,
yeah, for the milestones. Besides from that, because I'm sure they might also offer another Orb of Death, because that seems to be very popular. I already have 2, so I can't say that I need another Orb of Death, but you never know. Poison Titans are popular.
Yes, they are.
They did also mention about the 1.21 update rollout will be rolled out completely 100% very soon. Besides from that, it's filled with major bug fixes all over the place. And of course, also some troop AI changes that they hope to be activating here soon for everybody. They said also in 1.22, it will allow relics with spells to work on defense. To be honest with you, I never even thought about that. Because all the relics that have spells on it, I actually, I don't have any of those on any Titans right now that are defending. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I've always wondered if they did work. But now I'm wondering, are those spells going to drop more frequently if you have them on defense, or how's that going to work exactly?
Oh, because the timer has to be sped up for more spells?
Yeah, if it was the lightning, because you got the lightning relics that have the lightning spells, and you got the Calvarax relics that have the raised dead. I mean, are they gonna spawn the spells at shorter intervals?
Yeah, because you have more spells to go with.
The ones you put on the land or the garrison.
Man, that could make a big.
Interesting to know.
That'd be a crazy difference right there, because you could actually have a spell defense garrison, because you have a whole bunch of relics that just boost a whole bunch of spells, and since they spawn so much quicker, players have to deal with them so much more frequently.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. So besides from that, they also mentioned about other gods in the future. So, people mentioning like Zeus and Poseidon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Matt said never say never. And Quiff said we are aware. So I like that. That we are aware.
It's basically like, yes, we know. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, basically, but he just can't say it like that because he doesn't want people. Doesn't want to hurt people's feelings, because he knows everyone wants to have a bit of the live stream, to be able to get on and say their piece about what they think would be a good idea. But sometimes when you hear the same thing over and over and over again, it gets a little bit like, okay. So
Yeah.
anyway, besides from that, so there's a bit of reinforcement error. Can you talk a little bit about this, Bo? Because to be honest with you, I haven't had this reinforcement error happen to myself. So do you know a little bit more about the reinforcement error?
I've seen it. It hasn't happened to me, but the way that I go, the way that I roll, I don't really ask for reinforcements all that often.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, evidently there's been a bug with reinforcements in that the request doesn't show up or the troops don't show up. And supposedly they're looking into it. I mean, they're aware of the fact that it exists and they're trying to.
They are aware. We're gonna start using that a little bit more, right? They are aware.
That's right. Yeah, but I don't know all the details specifically about that bug and how that works and who does it affect and why and that type of thing. I know that a little while ago there was a bug where if you were in battle and someone in your alliance requested reinforcements, it would actually knock you out of the game.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now they jumped on that pretty quickly and got it fixed, but that happened. Yeah, so you could be battling and all of a sudden you just get disconnected. You're like, I don't know why. It's because somebody requested reinforcements and in your alliance, and they did fix that really quickly. So props to those guys.
Oh no, I think I found an ice resistant. Oh no. An ice resistant paladin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are not all that uncommon.
I know. I'm just saying. I didn't mean to find one.
What happens when you're a one-trick pony, Zalon?
I'm not a one-trick pony. I have my Edelus out. You don't even know. You don't even know. I have level 56 or 55 Edelus out right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got yours to 55.
Yeah, he's about to die though.
3 on mine, and I'm still working on him. So.
Yeah, no, but archers take care of. Yeah, no, he's definitely gonna die out. I'm just gonna prolong the inevitable. Anyway, so someone did ask about the 4-star elemental resist rings being brought back.
That was me.
Was that you? Was that your question?
Well, myself and Scorpion Sting.
Okay.
But actually, there were several people that asked that question. It wasn't just me. But yeah, I'm like, can we bring the rings back? Put the rings in the milestone rewards for us, because right now the only way to get them is through the temple, and I don't even know if they're in the battle drop pool. But what he said was that there might be new relics in the future that have basically the same skills or the same abilities as the 4-star resist rings. And the reason the 4-star rings are so important is because it gives 40% resist to troops for that element. So, and that's something that we don't have as high a percentage on. So, they can be, a good 4-star ring. They're having the proper 4-star ring can make or break an attack. And if you don't, have them, then it's hard to use them. So that's why I was asking, can we please put them in the milestones? Put the 4-star poison ring in the in the milestones for this poison event or next poison event. Put the earth ring in the earth event.
Oh man, I tried to hold out as long as I could. I'm still gonna die. Oh well, I gave it a good shot. But yes, it looks like they have some really cool and really interesting relics coming out here very soon. It's going to be pretty cool when it comes down to having the stats that are very similar to some of the old relics. So keep your eyes open for new relics as they come out. Continue to look for good mixes for what the Titans that you're working on. They did mention about AI changes here coming here soon in the future. Of course, that's something we continue to keep on saying. I believe it will be activated here for a lot of players very soon. So continue to be patient because there will be some major changes to AI. And then, of course, the relic forging system, which has been in the works for a while as well, for getting that figured out. Which you brought up again, Bo, about the relic storage over 500. Did you do that as well on this?
I did.
Yeah. So if you want to talk a little bit about that real quick.
Yeah. Basically, I brought that up last time, and they were like, it kind of like caught them by surprise, like they weren't aware that that was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And then evidently they looked into it, and they're like, well, it's not as simple as just increasing the number because, Cliff said it was a scaling thing, which means, you make this larger and it makes a bunch of other stuff larger, which increases the time and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were talking about this new relic forging system might actually help in that you might not want to hold on to some relics that you normally would hold on to. So therefore you won't need as much space. But my thing is, if you're an event player and you complete these events, you get 3, 4, sometimes as many as 8 unique event relics if you count the 3 stars per event. And at some point, I don't want to have to forge away my event relics. Even if I never use them, even if they're going to stay at level 1 forever, I might want to keep that event relic because down the road it may become useful. So hopefully they'll come up with some way to make that not an issue. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Also, too, they do also. Well, yeah, they don't want people to have to wait for a Relic Festival to come around. So,
They don't want you to. They don't want you to wait. For the Relic Festival, which is the increased chance to forge or reduce food costs.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Which is good. I don't usually specifically wait for that. I do kind of hold like some 3 stars. Like some duplicate 3-star relics that I get for that particular thing. But the 1s and 2s, I don't hold on to those waiting on a Relic Festival.
Yeah.
But yeah. So as it sits right now, I have about 100 slots in my relic inventory that is available for forging food. And then once I get to there, then it starts overflowing into my treasure room and
starts getting out of hand.
There are some guys that have basically they've got like 30 slots available, and then after they get 30 relics, they gotta start forging because the other 470 are things that they want to keep. So
yeah. All right. So also too the battle drops being looked at directly after 1.21's full rollout. So battle drops are going to be heavily looked at, especially the resist. A lot of the resist relics have physical resist as the last skill. They're definitely trying to work on making sure that there will be more of a variety of resists out there for a lot of the relics. They also said that the Pantheon was in the end stages again still, and Matt said that if he can give a date next live stream, he will. So be looking forward to that. I did ask my question. Yeah. With the altar change up, will the season reward pool change as well? They said they're actively working on making season rewards change like temple takeovers, more or less. So they can change it up periodically to make things a little bit better for season rewards.
There we go. So like the season rewards may change week to week or month to month.
Mm-hmm. And then one of the most and here's
special, like 1 week. You just have your normal season rewards, and then special for 1 week, it's something different.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
One last tidbit that I caught, which I don't know if a lot of people did of watching the dev live stream or not, but this is one thing that, again, is super shrouded in mystery, which sounds very cool, that Matt did talk about for a very quick second. And the question was asked, are shards coming back? His answer was no, but a big new feature will be coming out later this year, much more interesting, that is really big and very expansive. That I believe, since if he's linking it with the question of is shards coming back, shards were used for unlocking the sixth skill, in Titans. So if there's a big new feature coming out later this year that is much more interesting, that is along the same lines as shards, that could mean that we're looking at the sixth skill finally being unlocked on Titans later this year. Maybe.
Oh no.
I don't know. Yeah. So that was quite interesting.
That sounds cool, though. In fact, you're right. I missed that the first time because the first time through, I missed the fact that he talked about that. He talked about it very long.
Mm-hmm. No, he didn't talk about it very long at all.
He said it real quick, moved on to the next thing. So.
Yes, but if you have to look for the small bits of information like that are very interesting. So that is why the DOT After Show exists.
That's right. You got to read between the lines.
That's right. All right, DOT community. Well, I think that's pretty much everything that I have. Anything else that you can think of, Bo, that you might want to talk?
Oh, Matt lost again, but that's everything.
Oh, so. Yes, of course. Matt lost again to Dom. It was a domination again. So, all right. So, looking forward to tomorrow.
No, that's it. I think you covered everything.
Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's Poison Ivy event and seeing exactly what it's going to provide. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow when the event goes live, pending on if Soldier's doing a live stream in the morning or not. And hopefully Bo can join me on that. If not, he will hopefully be in the chat. Also, too, Bo, do you have anything planned coming up for this coming weekend?
I don't have anything specific planned, but we shall see. Maybe a Basathi / Okasi. Something, maybe.
We'll see. Awesome, cool. Yeah. Well, we'll be definitely looking forward to that as well, if it happens. All right, DOT community, thank you for tuning in. And for the non-toxic gamers, I am Zalon.
And I am Bo.
And we are signing off.